Welcome back to another episode of Brunch and Banter. On this episode, we're going to be talking about summer vibes, sun-kissed and unbothered. Summer isn't just a season, it's a feeling, a reminder to slow down and soak up joy. So first off, hello. Hello to all our listeners.
Hi, everyone.
So it's officially summer. Not at the time that we're recording, but at the time that this airs, it's officially summer.
First day of summer, y'all.
Woohoo!
Wait, will it be the first day of summer?
No, it'll be like 24th.
Oh, just kidding.
Third day of summer, y'all. Just kidding. What's one thing that screams summer, Nana?
I'm not going to lie. Every time I hear the word summer, all I think about is High School Musical 2 when they're about to get out of school and they're like, summer, 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 summer. They're going to sing that song about summer.
Oh my gosh.
That's all I really think about.
I think of sunflowers and ice cream.
Yeah.
Like your shirt.
Oh yeah, my shirt does have, well, they can't see, but my shirt does have, and a hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
I also think about when we used to go to the beach and have bonfires. Like we'd go pretty often that one summer.
Yeah, we would go all the time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Like at least twice a week, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, it's a 30-minute drive one way.
Yeah.
That's an hour drive a day. We were wasting so much gas back then.
Yeah.
We didn't care.
Nope. And then remember that one time where on our way
car
back,
got stuck? Oh.
Well, no. First, yes. We could talk about that after this. But do you remember that one time when we were coming back and it was so foggy and you couldn't even like go the full speed limit on the freeway?
Oh yeah.
That was scary.
That was scary. It was such a long time ago.
Yeah, we should get into that. We did go to a bonfire and she drove her car, her Nissan Maxima.
I think so. And we went to, I think it was Grover Beach.
Was it Grover? It was by the dunes.
I think so. Yeah. And right there you could drive your car into the ocean. Into the ocean, no, sorry. I almost did. You can drive your car onto the actual, like, the beach area.
Yeah, onto the
bonfire areas. Okay, so at first I had parked it on the side, and then we're like, no, let's go get my car. So we went to get it and bring it in, and we dropped all the stuff off. And I was going to take it, but I was like, nah, it's okay. We'll be fine. Well, my cousin was in the driver's seat, and we're just chilling, and I turn around, and I see the waves, and I tell him, hey, get in the car and drive. Drive. And he just looks at me like, what? And I was like, no, just drive the car. And then it was too late.
Yeah,
and the waves came in, and like,
it was high tide. It was like the sun was already basically almost set. There was a little bit of sunlight, I remember, and then that water started creeping up. And once that sand was wet, it was over.
There was no taking out the car. We tried putting a piece of bark in the front. We tried pushing it. We tried deflating the tires. Nothing. And it wasn't until some like random man in a truck was like, oh, I'll get you out. And he like got us out, and I took the car and I went to park it when he came back. But that day was so exhausting, so tiring, so stressful.
You were definitely stressed. I remember me and Chad's brother, our cousin B, we were cracking up because like it's a terrible situation, and if it gets pulled in by the water, I mean it won't fully be pulled in, but like it'll get like stuck in the sand.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how do we get home? Well, obviously we could call Dad. He has a truck, you know. He can pull us out. But I remember you were freaking out so bad, and you're like, stop laughing.
I thought my car was gonna get pulled into the water.
Oh yeah, I would have been freaking out, like exactly like you. But like looking back, like that is hilarious.
It is funny. And you know what? I think it was my karma, because earlier that day, there was a car that was going out into the soft sand. And I was like, why are they doing that? They're going to get stuck. And they ended up getting stuck.
Yeah.
And a truck went in and got them out. And I think the truck still couldn't get them out. So another truck went in. I don't know. It was like a big old thing. Like it took like 2 trucks to get them out.
Yeah, that's when we're very thankful for those that have the Jeeps or the big old trucks and the chain to pull out the stuck cars, because I'm sure they have to do that pretty often.
Yeah, so I think that was my karma for making fun of them.
Yeah, that was
karma got me back real
big. That was a great time to be alive.
And I'm so thankful for that guy that pulled us out.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you recognize this, thank you. I don't know if you'll listen to this,
I
but
mean, I
thank
don't
you.
think he remembers us at all.
He probably doesn't. I do though. Oh, he didn't charge us anything, nothing. He just pulled us out. And like
Yeah.
most people would have probably charged you a couple $100 because that's what a tow truck would have charged you.
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah. And they're always around there getting ready to get called.
Yeah, they are.
Enough with the funny stories. So summer is your car is getting stuck in the beach. No, just kidding. Summer is the perfect season for a mental reset, guys. All that
Yeah.
sun makes you feel happy.
Well, yeah, because then everyone's getting their vitamin D, and
Oh
we
yeah.
all know that, like, most of the population of America is very deficient in vitamin D, and vitamin D actually makes you happy. So, like, if
No
you ever
wonder some
notice
people are in a sour mood.
yeah, if you ever notice that, like, you're not happy and then you take some vitamin D and all of a sudden you got this, like, uplifted mood, well, honey, you weren't depressed, you were deficient.
It's true though, more than half of the population is low on vitamin D. I mean, your body can only absorb so much at once too. It's not like you're gonna
Yes.
get it all in one day, by the way. But
Mhm.
especially those of us who work indoors,
Yeah.
such as myself in an office, Nina, you're always inside too.
Yeah.
I think my doctor recently I got some blood work done and my doctor was like, "Oh, so everything looks good, but your vitamin D is kind of low." And I was like, huh, "Yeah, I kind of figured." And he's kind of laughed a little bit. He's like, "Okay, so you were expecting that?" I was like, "Yeah, I was." So he did recommend me to take some vitamin D supplements.
Yeah. And always take it with some, vitamin K because it helps with absorption.
So, on top of getting this awesome podcast, you get some awesome commentary and awesome um, recommendations from Nina about vitamin D and vitamin K.
Yeah.
So, summer is a great time for self reflection. I think journaling is a great way for self reflection.
Yeah.
I think journaling is also like a nice way of saying, like, a diary.
Pretty much, yeah. Because you can always go back and read it and be like, "What did I do this day?"
That's true. Who did I have a crush on? Just kidding. No, but I mean, like journaling, such as like, what does peace look like for me this season? What habits or thoughts am I ready to let go of? Because, with the new season, there's a new cleanse.
Yeah,
You let go of some bad habits and you bring in some better ones now.
definitely.
Yeah. I think for me, at least, like bad habits, I would probably try to let go of. Like putting the gym off to the side. I always put the gym off to the side. I'm like, oh, I'll just go next week. I'll just go next week. And I'm just like, no, I need to go now and get it over with. Make it back into a routine.
Yeah. Routine, habit. What do they say? It takes 21 days to make a habit or to form a habit.
I think so.
That's 21 days of consistency.
Consistency. What were you going to say?
Consecutive.
Oh,
Something. So I'm like,
wow.
well, obviously, 21 consecutive days of consistency.
I mean, don't go to the gym 21 consecutive days, guys. You need to rest your body and
Yeah.
let it recover too.
Yeah.
Don't overwork it. We don't want that.
We don't need a burnout in the summer.
Heck no. The summer is not for burning out. It's for getting sunburned. That's it.
I don't want that either.
That's the only kind of burning you should be doing.
Maybe burn some wood and barbecue.
Yeah, get a little bonfire going.
Yeah. But don't get your car stuck.
Don't get your car stuck in the sand, guys. From experience,
Yes. I would say I honestly don't think I used to have a diary, like, when I was younger.
Mhm.
I remember, like, 'cause it had a little, like, key thing that literally wouldn't work because you could pick it with anything. The fake key, you know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about, right?
Yeah,
And those little thin pieces of metal that's like
bendable.
uh-huh. I remember I had one and I used to write in it, but I can't remember half the stuff I wrote. I probably threw it away, honestly.
Probably.
But, like, in my older adult life, I don't have a journal or a diary. Uh, but I do hear it is nice to actually journal every day. Like, it helps clear your mind, maybe, be more in tune with your emotions and with your
Mhm.
thoughts, and I was gonna say feelings, but emotions is kind of feeling. I wanted to start one before because it seems fun, like, just decorating it and all that stuff. You know, how, like, people use, like, those fun stickers and the
Mhm.
washi tape, and you can print out a Polaroid and stick it on there, like, that seems fun, almost like scrapbooky. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
that could be fun, and then you could always, like, leave it for your kids to read when you're older or pass away.
I don't know. What if I have, like, bad thoughts?
That's okay. Everyone has bad thoughts.
Yeah, but those are things that you don't tell your kids sometimes.
Well, you tell them, "Don't read this page."
They're gonna go read it.
Then they'll know that
When you
their
tell a
mother.
kid not to do something, they're gonna go do it.
Okay, you black it out. You know how you can get, like, a black Sharpie and just boo, 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 boo,
Okay,
boo.
what are we in the FBI?
Yeah, and then just, like, leave the word "the," and then that's it.
Just leave some good juicy words so they wonder what it is.
Yeah, like, maybe leave "the" and then "murder," and then they'll be like, "What?"
Oh my goodness. Literally put the and then put murder and then blackout.
They'll be like, "Who did my mother kill? She's a murderer."
And then go hide it in the attic where you think nobody's gonna look and then they find it there.
No, no, you let them think that it was hidden, but it was hidden
Mhm.
in plain sight, so they can find it.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
bookcase, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, with self-reflection, I feel like comes, a lot of, like, thinking of the past, thinking of the future, stuff like that. Thinking of yourself, thinking of your body, and everybody is thinking of their body in the summer.
Yeah, we're all getting that bikini bod.
But in reality, I feel like, um, so the way people usually do it is they go into a diet. They go into like they eat in a deficit during the summer to get that summer body. When in fact you should have been doing that since like the winter.
Mhm.
Even then, and then people bulk during the winter because it's cold.
Yeah.
Which in a way, it makes sense because if you diet in the winter, rule of thumb, when you diet, your body tends to feel a little bit colder because you're losing that fat.
Yeah.
So when you do it during the winter, you feel even colder than most people. So I get it. But if you really want it to start, if you really want your summer body to start showing by summer, you need to start it like around the winter.
You know, when you say that, that reminds me of the quote where it says, "It takes 4 weeks for you to notice a change, it takes 8
Mhm.
weeks for your friends to notice, and it
Mhm.
takes 12 weeks for the rest of the world to notice a change." And then it says it takes 1 day to decide that you are enough. But that's true, like, if you started now, you're like, "Oh, summer is what? In
7 days in a week.
in a week?"
Chad's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Our, co-host Giselle's birthday is on the 20th on summer solstice.
Yeah.
So everyone wish her a happy birthday down below. Say happy birthday, Giselle. Um, I understand that everyone wants to look good, but it's like realistically, you don't have to have this perfect body to be able to wear this
Mm-mm.
a bikini or you know that dress that you love so much that you just can't wait to wear until you look perfect. Because like you'll never look perfect. And one thing that I've learned is like you can lose all the weight, but if you don't change your mentality, you're still gonna be unhappy.
And honestly, I don't think anybody ever reaches their perfect weight because when you
Mm-mm.
get to the weight you have in mind, you still feel like there's more to lose, and people are like, "I don't see it though." And it's
Yeah.
because we ourselves sometimes don't see these differences in our body because you're looking at yourself every single day. You
Uh-huh.
don't see the differences. You might feel it in your clothes though, and others will start to see it, but you personally don't see it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's the positive side of like taking progress pictures.
Mhm. I mean, this is a whole other podcast episode I wanna eventually
Oh
add
yeah,
to
we can dive
this too.
into this on a
But,
different one, but
progress pictures are, like, the best way for you to be able to see, especially if
mhm.
you use the same clothes you're wearing, the same angle you're doing it at, usually around the same time of day so that you have the same style of lighting in the room.
But there's like so many things that affect like how a picture will look because like
Mhm.
what did you eat the night before when
Yep.
you took the first picture to what did you eat the night before when you took the second one? There's a lot of factors that go into it and like even lighting, or if you're darker, because like you look better or more toned when you are darker versus when
Mhm.
you have a lighter skin. So like if you take your first picture like in the winter, but then you take your second one in the summer and you're all tan, then you're gonna look great because you got a tan and your muscle definition will show.
And then also depends time of day, all that stuff
Yeah.
factors into it.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's like when they say weigh yourself first thing in the morning, that's when you weigh the lightest, but I think and now maybe this is me thinking, like, out of the norm, but I think you should weigh yourself at the end of the day after you finished eating,
Mhm.
because all day you're well, I'm not saying you're all day you're eating, but all day people see you after you eat, and you're wearing your clothes while you're eating,
Mhm.
so you'll feel the difference, right?
Yeah.
But, like, so if you do it first thing in the morning, yeah, I might feel the thinness, but it's not really accurate. Or maybe do it in the morning and the night so you can get an average of what your weight was that day.
Yeah, I think on average they say we fluctuate between like 5 I wanna say 5 pounds.
Mhm.
It could be up to 10, but I don't think it's that high. Between,
Yeah.
like couple pounds here and there throughout a week. So, like, if you're trying to maintain weight, your weight is not gonna be linear. Like, it's gonna go up and down because, it
Mhm.
depends on what you eat and how much you drink or don't drink. I mean water, not alcohol, but alcohol can have an effect too.
Yeah. So, like, to me, I would wanna weigh myself at the end of the day because I want my weight ideal weight, I guess, to
Yeah.
be at the end of the day after I've eaten to be that weight, not at the beginning of the day.
You could weigh yourself every day for a week and then just add them all up and take an average.
Yeah. I don't know somebody. I watched somebody on YouTube who does that. They weigh themselves every single day, and they average it out.
Yeah, that'd be more,
Accurate.
yeah, accurate. Me wanting to say effective. That doesn't make sense.
Efficient.
Yeah, efficient.
Back to summer.
Basically, it's like, don't use summer as your only excuse to lose weight, like, or get summer ready.
Yes, and I think even then, like, just as mental health, you should not be trying to, be losing weight when you're not in the right state of mental health.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not happy with yourself now, you're not gonna be happy with yourself 10, 15, 20 pounds down.
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to be mentally prepared, mentally ready, mentally loving yourself now
Yeah.
to fully mentally enjoy yourself in the future when you do if you do, wanna lose weight,
Yeah. Or gain muscle.
or gain muscle or gain weight. I don't know, whatever you guys wanna
Yeah.
do out there.
I know, I don't wanna gain weight.
No more than I already have.
I know.
So, like, realistically, summer wellness ideas. So, I listed a few, like morning walks, nature breaks, limiting screen time during the daylight.
Mhm.
I don't know if Nana knows any other ones.
No.
Skincare. Maybe people have certain skincare routines that they wanna do during the summer, and I don't mean applying the sunscreen. You should be doing that every single day of your life,
Even if it's a cloudy day because the UV
especially when
rays
it's a
are
cloudy.
actually stronger on a cloudy day.
I say that fully knowing that I do not wear sunscreen every single day.
Well,
Only
they
when I
say,
remember.
if you don't wanna wear your sunscreen, you can eat it, which is, carrots, beta carotene.
Oh, look at that. Fun fact. Go eat some carrots.
There's a few other foods too that help with, preventing sunburn.
As for, like, morning walks, I don't really have time to walk in the morning, and I try walking in the afternoon, but then I get lazy. I have to, like okay, if I wanna walk in the afternoon, I have to take my clothes with me to work, go walking straight after work, and then go home and eat. If not, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, I need to change," and then I start talking to my mom, and then I start talking to my sister or to my dad, and I start doing this, I start doing that. Next thing I know, it's 6 o'clock, and I'm just like, "Nah."
Yeah, I can't because my child is usually sleeping. But also it just gets so hot, like, the summers here
Mhm.
are, like, usually in the 90s, and it just gets so hot so quickly, and, I don't wanna, like, put her through that, like, yeah, I could put her, little fan stroller thing on her stroller, but I'm like, it's just gonna be blowing hot air in her face,
Yeah.
and so I actually prefer to go walking around, like, during sunset because it kinda cools
Mhm.
down more. It's usually, like, in the 70s.
Oh,
Sometimes if
yeah.
it's really hot, it'll be in the 80s, but, like, it's really nice weather to where it's not cold, so I don't have to put a sweater on her, but it's cool enough that I could, like, walk around.
Mhm.
But I don't go on walks. I usually will just, like, go outside and, like, we'll be, letting her get fresh air
Mhm.
and then look at, like, all the baby frogs, because there's, like, so many baby frogs that hatch in the summer. Do they hatch? Grow? Whatever they do.
They grow their tadpoles.
Yeah.
Wait, aren't they like little eggs? Oh, no, those are fishes.
Yeah,
See.
no, they are. They're like little, like they're like a glob of eggs.
Mhm.
Then they turn into tadpoles, and then they turn into frogs.
Something like that.
Well, either way, we get like a bunch of them. The whole yard is like full of random frogs, and then we'll see deer. It's nice.
Mm.
Unless there's a storm coming, then we won't be out there.
I don't expect you guys to be out there.
A free, shower.
There you go.
Yeah.
So on top of, like, all that, like, enjoying the nature, enjoying the morning walks, we also have to remember to drink our water.
Oh, yes. Stay hydrated, my friends.
People recommend to drink about half of your weight in ounces.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that, and I wasn't sure if it was accurate or not.
I think if not, it's at least 64 ounces,
Mhm.
which is like 2 liters.
Yeah. So a lot of people, like, that do, like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink a whole gallon a day." You really don't have to drink a whole gallon a day
Yeah, you don't.
unless you weigh twice a whole gallon.
And even then, like, it can be, dangerous to drink a whole gallon a day.
Yes. You could end up in the hospital from over drinking water.
Water poisoning, it's a thing.
Yep.
To touch on, water and hydration, a lot of times, like, if especially if you're dehydrated, you should never chug more than, like, I believe it's 32 ounces within 1 hour,
Mhm.
because that's dangerous, but you can also add, like, a little pinch of salt to your water that helps with absorption, and it helps your
Mhm.
body actually, like, take in the water. Like, you don't have to make your water salty. You're not supposed to taste the salt at all. It's literally just like a little pinch, and you don't taste it at all. To me, it almost tastes fresher with the salt. Like, it's weird,
Yeah.
it tastes better.
Isn't it kinda like drinking BCAAs where they're, like, a little bit of sodium in there?
Uh-huh, yeah, or
Yeah.
you can
Electrolytes, that's what it is.
yeah, you can also drink electrolytes to help replenish your body, like, especially if you've been working out, it's because your body cannot survive without sodium.
Mhm.
You would die.
But that's also why, like, if you eat so much salt, not salt, sorry. You don't eat salt. Well, I mean, I don't know, people are
Well, it
weird.
depends if
But
you consume a lot of sodium in your
yes, if you
food.
consume a lot of salty foods,
Yeah.
you do retain a lot more water than
Yes.
usual because of the
Uh-huh.
salt. So, just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Just don't chug it. I hate when people chug their water so badly. I
Mhm.
hate it.
Besides, if you're properly hydrated,
You don't need to chug.
it helps you with, energy, it helps you
Mhm.
with your mood, it helps you
Mhm.
be more regular, it helps
Your
you
skin.
yeah, your skin will look more youthful and, like, plumper because
Mhm.
it has the water that it needs.
What about your hair? Does it help your hair get, like, shiny?
I actually don't know.
I know protein's good for your hair to grow.
Yeah. Biotin? Collagen.
Mhm. B12? Biotin.
Biotin.
Yeah.
Or get pregnant. It'll really help your hair grow.
Along with the child.
Yeah. And then you'll lose it
You grow
all
your hair, grow your child.
after, 6 months. Or maybe is it maybe after 4 months postpartum, you'll get that, hair loss.
So, along with drinking water and drinking alcohol, comes social pressures.
Oh, yeah.
During the summer, we feel like we have a social pressure to go out and do stuff, whether it's with our family or our friends or whatever. I just want to tell people it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
You can take the weekend to recharge. You can do what you want to do over the weekend, but you don't always have to go out.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we're like, oh, it's summer. Let's go do something. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And it's kind of like overwhelming a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd rather just enjoy the weather, enjoy the peacefulness.
Yeah, you could totally, like, be in your backyard on, like, a lounge chair tanning and reading a book.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was gonna say, reading a book.
Mhm. Or do a puzzle or write in your journal.
I was thinking about doing a puzzle too.
Or drink your water.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
So if anybody needs help, and if you need help to say no, you could literally say, "I'd love to, but I want this weekend to recharge."
yeah.
What is it with, like, when we say no to people to not hang out? They take it so personally.
I don't know. I think that's happened to me before, like, in high school, where I invited someone to, like, go to the mall and then no! It wasn't that. I remember now. I remember. Okay, I lied.
Story time.
It actually just popped into my head. I think it has to do with summer because isn't, like, prom time around summer?
Mhm. In
Okay,
May? No,
it's, like, towards the end of the school year.
it might have been in the spring.
I don't know. I could just tell the story just for fun.
Okay, keep going.
Um, I was gonna go with my friends, but then my friend's like, "Oh, let's see if we can get dates," and I was like, "Alright, sure," and so, there's
Is
this
this friend, like, friend that I know? Friend A?
yeah, but it was, like, a more of us. This was, like, our friend group, we
Oh,
would hang
okay.
out with, like, at lunch. It was, like, 6 or 7 girls,
Oh, okay.
uh, and so I was gonna ask this guy from my, homeroom, and, um, I thought he was, like I don't know if I wanna admit this. I don't think he listens because I don't think I follow him on Instagram or anything. So I won't say his name, but he would probably remember because I asked him. I was like, "Hey, do you wanna go to prom with me?" And he's like, "Oh, no, I can't. I'm not going." And I was like, "That's fine, you know? I can take rejection." Like, I didn't really, like, wanna go with a guy because like, I didn't wanna, like, have do the whole pickup and all that stuff. I kinda just wanted to go with my friend. And so, like, I think maybe, like, 1 or 2 of my friends got dates, but then the rest of us didn't have dates, so we all went, as a girl group.
Mhm.
And it was so funny because I saw him there with another girl. I was like, "Bruh, you could have told me, like, it's fine, like, I can handle rejection. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings because it's not like I'm dating you or I have this giant crush on you, you know?" Like, I thought he was slightly attractive, but I, like, didn't have this big crush on him, and I was like, "Come on, dude, you could have been honest with me. What's up with, like, guys lying?" Ugh,
For real.
yeah.
I mean, I when I went to prom, I didn't go with anybody in particular because I didn't really have anybody I had a crush on. So I asked one of my friends who was actually a year younger than me, who was a junior, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go." I don't know. I had asked one of my other friends, but they had already a date. So I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to prom. Do you want to come with me? I don't really have a date." And he's like, "Okay."
Oh, that's so
He
nice.
was way more nervous than I was, like way.
Was he nervous? Cause he did he, like, uh was he scared to be dancing, or was he, like, nervous cause he liked you?
No, I think he was just nervous. He's never been to prom before. He was a junior. He didn't know what he was doing.
I guess I could understand that, yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay. He went to the house. I was like, oh, it's my friend, so and so. And they're like, oh,
I think
okay.
I remember.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Okay, to get back on topic, I kind of wish this is the only time I think I've ever wished that I didn't go to something, and I kind of wish that I would have told my friends, "No, I don't wanna go to prom,"
Mm-hmm.
because I actually did not have fun, and my friends were lame, and they didn't wanna dance.
Mm.
But I wanted to kinda dance, but, like, I think we might have danced a little bit, but then I felt weird.
Did you get a curfew?
Um, I might have, but either our parents said, "Oh, we'll come pick you up at this time or call when you're done."
Oh.
And I think I know I left early because I just didn't wanna be there anymore. And to me,
Oh.
like, the whole thing was just not worth it, like, I hated doing my hair, I hated my actually, I didn't really hate my dress. My dress was alright. I think I chafed pretty bad, and I hated that whole experience. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was just a bad experience with a semi okay memory.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun at mine. I didn't realize I wasn't gonna have a ride back home. So I tagged along with one of my friends, but, I remember my mom and dad saying that I had to get back by 12 o'clock, and I was stressing because it was, like, 12:30, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble." And then, I got home, my dad's like, "Well, did you have fun?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, okay." That's it.
Wait, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
What didn't one time you came home late and I think mom locked you out?
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
don't
not very
even.
nice, Nana.
Oh,
Okay, now we have to get into the story. We're
wait,
really deviating from
wait.
from the thing right here. Okay, this is what
Oh
I
my
did.
gosh. Wait, okay, hold on.
Uh,
Before you start, all I remember is that mom locked the front door. She locked the garage door. And I think we didn't have a fence at the time, so it's not like you could have gone through the back gate.
yeah.
But I never remember like where you were. Like I don't know anything about the story besides that mom locked you out, and then I think you like tried to sleep in the car or something in the
Yeah.
garage.
Okay, so this is what happened. So I was a rebel. That's what happened. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I was, but
Yeah, rebellious child.
I was the first child that had to, and I had to test their boundaries. I had gone to Sadie Hawkins' dance,
Oh, I
and
remember that.
okay, let me tell you the story about that dance first. So I had asked a guy to go with me because it was a
Well,
girls ask guys.
to preface, to people who don't know what the Sadie Hawkins is, it's the girls ask the guys to the dance.
Yeah. So I had asked this guy. He said yes. A couple days before, he told me, "Oh no, I can't go." Found out he went to go play video games with one of his friends at his house instead.
What the heck?
I had event and then since I didn't have a date and I already had I think bought the tickets, I asked our neighbor if she wanted to go with me instead, and she's like, "Yeah." So we went, and we went with like a good group of people. And my mom was like, "I want you home at 12." Well, the dance didn't end at 12 or before 12 or something like that, 11, I can't remember. The dance ended like an hour after. And I was like, I'm just gonna go when it's done. My mom was calling and calling me. She went to pick me up. I wasn't answering. I was just like, no, I don't want to talk to her. I'm gonna go when I go. Yeah, that was bad.
Oh
And then I think my friend she ended up calling me again. I finally answered and she goes, "I want you home right now in 5 minutes. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't care how you do it. You need to come home right now." And I was like, okay. So I got a ride. I got there. I went through the garage. I closed the garage. The door was locked. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, let me see if the car's open. So I went in the car and my mom, like, I don't know how long it was afterwards. My mom goes, "Ya no soy tu gata," or something like that. She was pissed. And pretty much like telling me that that I don't know how would you say that?
Um,
That she doesn't answer to me.
yeah, like basically implying that like she's not here. Well, actually, that would kind of not be true because she's like she's not here to what would it be like? Not to serve you, but like you know how like when you call an animal and they come to you, like
Yeah.
that's not what mom is to you.
Yeah. So, I had to apologize, I had to say I'm sorry, and then, I mean, she was pissed for a while, though. And then but yeah, never wanted to go
Oh
to a dance again.
oh
But I
my
went to prom.
god. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting time.
That was that was funny because I remember
To
her
you
too.
guys?
She told our family too. It's like I found her in the car, pulled her by her hair.
Oh, yeah, she did pull me by my hair. Child
Yeah.
abuse. Child abuse. Child abuse. Just kidding.
And this is just all to say that I think because I am the middle child, I don't think I ever really did anything bad. Because I know
No.
even our younger sister has done some. She's tested her limits too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, but when I was growing up and everything was like I have to be home at a certain time all the time. And then like even to the point where like I would be out past like midnight and I was like 20. 23 or something, 24. And my dad would be like, wherever you're at, you should get a job since you're always out at that time or something like that. And I was just like, okay. Because he
Yeah.
like wanted to know where I was at all times. Like that's like with our parents. Our parents want to know where we're at all times, like every day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gotten better now, but
Oh yeah, it's a lot different now. They're a lot more lenient now. I will say I think they did give me curfews, but I wasn't one to always be out so late.
I mean, I wasn't either. It was just like 3 times in my whole between like I don't know how old I was at Sadie Hawkins, probably like 16, 15, up until like
Yeah.
when I finally turned like 18, 19, I started going out a little bit more, but it wasn't like I'm gonna stay out super late, you know?
Yeah, I would really just like only hang out with my one friend, and because mom knew her so well, she didn't worry.
Mhm.
That was a great memory.
I know Lily stays out late now, but I mean,
Oh
she's
my
also 20
gosh.
something, 26,
Yeah,
27.
but mom also, I mean, she doesn't give her as much crap now, but like she'd be like, "You wake up so late. It's like 3 p.m. and you're barely waking up."
Yeah.
But she'd be staying up till like 5 in the morning. She's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, my grandma would tell us that too. Ya son las 12, ya se tienen que levantar,
Oh,
whatever.
I know.
I was like, ma'am, I had a lot of stuff to do yesterday and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you go to sleep at 7.
Like, I'm a growing child. I need my rest.
You really do,
My
though, as a
brain
child.
needs to develop.
That's funny. Talking about child, though, for the summer, we do reconnect with our inner child.
No, we do.
We do. We need to.
Yes, we do.
We're dancing barefoot everywhere, water balloon fights. And let me tell you, water balloon fights were our favorite when we were growing up.
Oh, yes. We had so many water balloon fights.
So much fun.
And lots of fun picking up the mess after, too.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't always fun, but
Oh, you know what was really fun, too? Like, when we would play with the sprinklers and then there'd be,
yeah.
like, a really muddy area. Do you remember? Did you ever go in the muddy areas? I swear we would all me and, B would go, like, stomp our feet in the
I
super
don't think I
muddy.
did. I don't think I did, but I think you guys would all the time.
Yeah. I feel like summers just because, our house was and still is, but they don't live there anymore, right next to our cousin's house, so we had,
Mhm.
like, 2 huge yards to play in,
Mhm.
and so, like, we would, literally run from house to house through the
Mhm.
yards, and then we had a family friend who lived behind us, so then that was a 3rd yard, and then our dad built a gate so that we didn't have to walk around the whole block to get to their house,
We would
so
just jump the fence too.
yeah, and so we would, just use the gate to play with them, and I think summers were a whole vibe back then, just like
Yeah, it was literally 3 backyards.
yeah. I remember there was, like, that summer where we were learning how to skateboard with our neighbor, and I think
Gabriel?
yeah, and then the summer where, like, we were actually friends with most of our neighbors,
Mhm.
now that I think about it.
Alejandra,
And we would play
Stevie.
basketball, chase down the
Mhm.
ice cream man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember too, me and Lily, we used to stargaze a lot, and then dad
Mhm.
got us a telescope and we'd look at the stars a lot.
Wait, wasn't that my telescope?
I don't know.
The white one?
I don't remember.
If it was the white one, it was I got it for Christmas or something. And I was like, "Oh, cool," and I used it, and I don't know what happened to it. It just
I
disappeared.
think it broke. I think it broke.
Hmm. Hmm.
But then he started getting binoculars, and then
Oh,
binoculars were a
yeah.
big thing, and we'd look up at the stars.
See, that's what summer's for. Summer's for enjoying it and being outside. I don't like that, like, a lot of kids nowadays, like, all they wanna do is play video games, and that's it. I'm like, "Go
Yeah.
back to playing outside. Go basketball, find a new hobby," like,
Mhm.
I don't know, be creative, do this, do that. Do
Yeah.
something fun.
I agree.
Honestly, like, doing all these creative stuff, it brings you joy, it brings you a lot of inner peace to your mental health, it's so good for you,
Mhm.
instead of just sitting there and staring at a screen. I said that while we're recording a podcast on a screen, but
I know.
but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like all these things are just, like, so much fun.
Yeah.
I think jobs should give you, like, summers to do stuff and not just be working 40 hours a week.
That would be very nice, but then you also have to think, um, like for a grocery store, let's use that as an example. Like obviously it needs to be open so that people could go grocery shopping and get their groceries. And then also it's like, you need to make money so that you can afford to live. So it's like where can
No,
we
just shut everything down for 2 weeks during the summer. Nobody asks for extra rent, nobody asks for nothing. Just enjoy.
or like what they do in Italy or Mexico or maybe just Europe in general, where they have like all the businesses will take a 2-hour break for lunch.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? I forget what it's called, but basically everyone, maybe it's called a siesta. No, I could be wrong.
A siesta's when you sleep.
No, but like that certain time.
Oh.
I don't I don't think that's what it's called, but basically, like, all businesses will shut down for 2 hours so that everyone can go home and relax and eat lunch and take a nap, and then everyone goes back to work and until they close. I think that would be pretty cool in the summer.
Yeah. I just feel like with, like, work, though, some people would be like, I don't wanna go back to work no more." And they would just take the rest of the day off.
That's true, I wouldn't wanna go back to work either. But I feel like one thing America really should, uh I don't know if other places do it, but one thing they really should do is commit to the 4-day work week
Mhm.
where you just work Monday through Thursday and then have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off because I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of people can really benefit from that. I think employees would be happier to actually go to work and they could be more productive. I think they said it would turn into 10-hour work weeks to help uh like keep everything like up to date or whatever. I forget
Yeah.
what the word is. But like so that they don't fall behind.
Yeah.
Which would kind of suck, but you'd still get your 40 hours, I think.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing, like, 4 10-hour shifts, and then I just, like, have 3 days off during the week. I'd feel so
Yeah.
much better that way. But I know a lot of the girls on my work would be like, "Oh, I can't do 10 hours. That's too long."
Yeah, it can seem long for sure.
I guess, but I mean, you're still doing 40 hours no matter what.
Yeah.
You probably get a 15-minute break or something anyway, so well, you get 2 10-minute we get 2 10-minute breaks, but some people get 15, 2 15s.
Yeah, when I worked an 8-hour shift at my retail job, I would get 2 10-minute breaks and then one 30-minute
Yeah.
lunch.
Or even, like, just be like, "Okay, everybody's taking 30-minute lunches, and we're doing 9.5 hours."
That's true.
Mhm.
But I
It's not that
really
bad.
do wish they would implement that.
I know, that'd be nice. I have a question for our listeners. I wanna ask them, what summer activities always make you smile? Don't forget to leave them in the comments below.
Yes, please tell us so that you can give us some ideas that we wouldn't have thought of otherwise.
Yeah, maybe you guys have more fun, better things that you guys do, like, I don't know, go rock climbing or something.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, build your own cup, out of clay. Pottery.
Yeah, maybe you guys are into clay, and pottery, arts, crafts. So, to wrap it up, we just want to reflect on what things we're doing to better take care of our mental health this summer, such as enjoying the sun, drinking more water.
Go out on a morning stroll or an evening stroll, get some fresh air, or even eat to this season.
Oh, yes, eating
Yeah.
to the season. Stay with those seasonal fruits, watermelons,
Oh,
yummy.
yeah. Eat all the fruits.
Give yourself a summer affirmation. For example, this summer, I give myself permission to bloom slowly rather than rushing into everything. Do something that makes you happy.
Live in the present because
Mm-hmm.
you can't just be thinking about the past or the future.
Yeah, exactly. Live in the moment. Live in the here and now, not in the what I will do.
Yeah. And who cares what your body looks like? Enjoy your summer and have fun.
Yeah. I mean, you really don't have to diet that hard. You just gotta eat in moderation, honestly.
Yeah. And what do they say? Drink a full glass of water before you eat.
When you wake up in the morning, too.
Or the I hate this one, but there's one where it says, if you're hungry, eat an apple. And if you don't want an apple, then you're obviously not hungry. You're bored. I'm
And
like,
also, when you said that right now, you reminded me of like so half the time, honestly, when we think we're hungry, we're really not hungry. We're probably thirsty because we're
yeah.
dehydrated. And for some reason, in our brain, when we're thirsty, it somehow triggers the hunger.
Yeah, your brain cannot decipher the difference between hunger and thirst.
Mhm. So if you're hungry and you know you just ate not that long ago, drink some water. Maybe it'll go
Yeah.
away.
They say
And if it
drink
doesn't go away,
water.
drink some more water. I'm just saying.
Drink at least like a good 8 to 16 ounces of water.
Yeah.
Give it 20 minutes, and if you're still hungry, then go eat.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you want to eat, then eat. No one's gonna stop you.
And if you eat some celery or some watermelon, I mean, you're pretty much drinking water anyway.
Yeah,
Some
that
lettuce.
is true. It's a great way if you don't want to pack on a ton of weight, then you can eat things that have a lot of water. You know, cucumbers with lemon and
Mhm.
salt, lemon and tahini. Yum.
But not too much lemon because it's bad for your teeth. And I also want to say, why don't you guys share some of your summer moods or intentions with us at Brunch and Banter Pod at Instagram and TikTok,
Or summer memories.
or summer memories, or you know what, just some plans that you have this summer.
Yeah, we sure have some great memories.
Great for you, not for me.
I
We don't talk
honestly,
about that, Nina.
I totally forgot that even happened until like we were talking about it, and then the memory just came back to me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh, if you only knew half of what I did. I would get in trouble so much.
You got in trouble a lot as a kid?
Yeah. I got my butt spanked. I got a lot of stuff. I mean, no, I didn't get my butt spanked. No. Allegedly, I did not. No.
Well, I was gonna say I remember the last time I did get spanked.
It was all in love, guys. It's all in love. I don't think it caused us to be scared of our parents because I don't think I'm
Oh,
scared of my
absolutely
parents.
not. Okay,
But I do respect authority.
low key, I was scared of mom
Yes, me
growing
too.
up.
Low key.
She was definitely the authority.
Authoritative parent?
Yeah,
Authoritative image?
yeah. Basically, dad was more laid back than
Mhm.
mom. Mom was a scary woman to deal with, and she still is.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. It was such a vibe talking to you guys about the summer vibes, being sun-kissed and unbothered, but yet halfway bothered.
Definitely.
Don't forget to reach out to us on our email at brunchandbanter@gmail.com, as well as our accounts on Instagram and TikTok at brunchandbanterpod. Share some of your own experiences below, answer some of our questions, and tune in next time on Wednesday where we have more to talk about. Bye.
Bye.